they love. Move better and recover stronger with Washita Physical Therapy.
No title fights until after the break, it appears.
Yeah,
First title fight of the night would be bout 13, it appears.
Jason Curry and Steven Minsky will be our first title fight. That's what we were talking about earlier, the amateur kickboxing 205 title fight. I'm excited to see it.
I do remember this. This was I was also at the weigh-ins whenever this fighter missed weight, and just like previous, Jason Payne told his opponent, "Let's go. I don't care. You miss weight. I still want to fight."
Man, that's great that you were at the weigh-ins. You're a bit more filled in.
Yes.
On the happenings of the fights tonight.
I happened to be there, and I do remember now. Jason Payne said, "I don't care. You miss weight. Let's fight."
Man, I feel like this guy fights pretty frequently. I feel like I see him on every RDC poster. Every time that they announce the fights on Instagram, I feel like I see his face. So
You gotta love that.
this is an MMA fight, though. I would imagine he has a couple kickboxing fights, and that's why I've seen him so much. But his fight record is 0-2, so we got to see what he's been able to take from his last two fights and improve.
Yes, and there's no shame in being 0-2. If you fight good competitors, that is an amateur. That
is what the amateur career is for. The amateur career is you don't need to be worried about the record. You need to be worried about your skills and the skill level that you're beating.
100%. Now, I was with William Fletcher this morning at RDC during his shakedown. Yeah, was working hard, shaking down, getting ready to go. He told me he's ready for tonight. He's exciting.
Man, it seems like Chauncey Foxworth is working overtime being in the corner of William Fletcher for this fight.
Foxworth.
I hope he has time to warm up for our main event tonight.
Yeah. And then he's also got another fighter fighting after the intermission. I believe it's about 11.
A lot of respect to Chauncey Foxworth for all the work that he's putting in for his guys.
Absolutely.
On the night that he fights.
A veteran in this game.
Against somebody who has a very extensive pro record, and that you told me looks in great shape.
Man, in great shape. When I tell you at the weigh-ins, I was a little intimidated.
Man, but Chauncey Foxworth, you know, his gym name is Machine Fitness, and that guy embodies it, so he's in great shape as well.
100%. It's in the name. And here we go. I'm excited. A debut for William Fletcher. Exciting to see how he looks. Fighting out of Machine's Fitness.
Jason Payne fighting out of El Dorado, Arkansas, the Forge, Judo, and Jiu-Jitsu. Jason Payne says that his fighting style is more MMA, whereas William Fletcher claims striking. So I'm very, when somebody says their fight style is MMA, what that tells me is they're not putting themselves in a box. They're going to grapple, they're going to wall wrestle.
And I love that from fighters, man. You go where the fight takes you.
Here we go. Referee Jose in our cage for this bout.
Payne looks extremely calm.
Man, and William Fletcher was just racing to get to the center.
Maybe all that cage time you talked about, Payne looks super calm.
Wow. Fletcher loading some big shots with his hands, but Jason Payne was throwing some good kicks there, still is.
Fletcher looks to...
Big overhand for Jason Payne. We're against the fence now. Knee from Jason Payne.
We're doing some clinch work here. Jason's corner calling for some knee work.
Back out into the open.
And these boys just moved to the other side of the cage here with the grappling exchange.
Jason Payne trying to get some knees through. Kind of a hard position to land them from.
Still grappling. These two just sticking it out in the grappling. Jason winning the head exchange, it appears.
Yeah, I would like to see Jason get his head a bit lower into William Fletcher's chin and posture him up.
Yes.
That might do him a bit better. He's controlling, looks like Jason Payne's controlling the wrist of William Fletcher.
He does have that far side wrist.
And then he has the underhook, so
But the knees from being against the cage, you know, that takes some power away from him. It's harder to throw from against the cage.
Fletcher trying to return some of his own. Maybe a warning about cage grabs from referee Jose.
And they're going to get a break here, it appears.
No, we're staying at head and arm throw.
Jason Payne.
Jason Payne on top in half guard.
Jason Payne working from half guard here. Maybe looks to pass here. He does pass into full mount.
But William Fletcher's holding Jason Payne's upper body low. This is going to make it very hard for Jason. Oh, Jason! Wow!
It's locked in.
He snatched that up so
and
quick.
This fight might be as good as over.
He gets out of the body hook.
Escaped the body triangle.
And he turns his face.
It appears he's escaped the choke. Very good choke defense.
And now William Fletcher on top.
A double leg of his own there.
Beautiful.
Wow, Big Phil.
William Fletcher trying to land some bigger body shots than he received earlier.
Both fighters have had some time on top now.
Jason Payne's corner calling for him to stop wrap in the head. And he goes for the underhooks. Jason Payne in full guard.
10 seconds left.
See what we can make happen in these final 10 seconds. William Fletcher trying to get some more ground and pound off.
Oh, and some nasty ground and pound.
Big shots. Couldn't really tell how many of those got through, but they were big shots.
Sometimes, you know, it just, the looks, the judges see a guy on top swinging like a maniac, and that looks good to end the round.
I'll tell you what, though, close round.
Very close round.
But a great way to end it for William Fletcher on top, landing the bigger shots of the round, I think.
Yes, tough
just
round
couldn't tell what got in. Yeah.
What do you think, Big Phil?
I think that this is a great debut fight for William Fletcher.
Man, yes, I forgot he was a debut.
But
looked fantastic.
We're one round into a possible three. So
100%.
What these fighters got to do is they got to try to build off what went well for them in the first. And then, you know, if you're Jason Payne, you don't need to be worried about the way that round ended. You got to try to focus on what you did well and what, you know, ultimately maybe put you in the bad spots and try to prevent it from happening.
It really is. It's a game of adjustments, isn't it?
Man, I thought Jason Payne was going to have that RNC. He grabbed that so fast.
So fast, but great escape. I mean, he just escapes the body triangle first and then the hands, which, you know, typically you see the other way around, but just beautiful.
Cage door shuts. And time in for round two.
Refuses to touch up there is Fletcher. And he lands a big
one. That hurt Jason Payne.
Jason goes down,
and that's it. That's the fight ends very early into the second round.
Jason's complaining like it was an eye poke.
That's it.
And the fight is
the
over.
Referee calls it. The referee has the say. Jason Payne not happy with the stoppage.
Yep. Not too sure what he's upset about.
I'm not sure either. I would like to hear what he's thinking right now.
Yep. It appears maybe he thought he got poked in the eye.
He's not acting like he got poked in the eye, though.
Yes, that's the.
You know, he's not.
He looked confused of the stoppage. Not quite sure why.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
He might have been. You know, he did just get rocked too. No offense to
him.
Yeah,
maybe he didn't think it looked as bad as it was. But you know, he dropped. And like I said, he's not like complaining about his eye or anything. So I think that maybe he just didn't think it was a good stoppage.
Jose's in there at the end of the day to protect the fighters.
That's it.
That's all he's doing. I don't to protect the fighters.
You know, regardless, a fighter reacts like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the referee doesn't see an eye poke. I have no problem with that stoppage whatsoever.
I 100% agree with you.
From our perspective, he got dropped.
Yep.
The other guy, he got dropped pretty hard. He acted like he was hurt. He fell to his knee.
Great performance, William Fletcher.
Wow.
To 1-0.
Well, yeah, that was his debut fight too against a 2-fight veteran.
That was a very nice performance.
And I
feel good about that.
Very early into the second round.
I like how he came out the second round, refuses the glove touch, and just gets straight to throwing.
Straight to work. You know, you can't. I don't think the glove touch